Namaskar. We are approaching a very important day, the 21st of May, which was declared in 2002 by the UN General Assembly as the World Day for Cultural Diversity for Dialogue and Development. This is a very important day for us, as India itself is rightly known the world over for its diversity, which is in fact our pride, which is enshrined in the Indian Constitution. Very soon after India's independence, India's first education minister, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, established the Indian Council for Cultural Relations for promoting India's culture abroad and also for promoting international understanding. So the ICCR has played a very important role in promoting India abroad through all these years. And it has also established several cultural centers across the globe, including in Bangkok. So the Swami Vivekananda Cultural Center is doing several programs, particularly this week, to promote the World Cultural Diversity Day on the 21st of May. What has been planned is an India Heritage Week. This will showcase the multiple aspects of Indian culture, including cuisine, fabrics, textiles, the sari, music, both contemporary as well as classical, the Ramayana and what lessons we can learn from the Ramayana, meditation techniques, and Ayurveda. As you all know, in these difficult times when COVID-19 pandemic is all over the world, Ayurveda can play a very important role in boosting one's immunity. And as an ancient science which has been proven over, if not centuries, actually millennia, so we've got this great heritage, and the Indian Heritage Week will seek to promote that also. We have regularly been conducting our programs despite the COVID-19 pandemic which is going on now, and I would really urge all of you to follow these programs which are being very ably conducted by the director, Aparna Patwardhan. The mission in Bangkok, the embassy, is very busy at this point organizing the Vande Bharat mission for the repatriation of Indian nationals. But of course, this is a very important aspect of our work to promote Indian culture. And on the last day of this Indian Heritage Week, you will be, of course, very happy to know that we're also promoting Thai culture, because there are many things that we share in common between India and Thailand. And the Khon dance, which is Thailand's the classical dance, which has as its theme the Ramayana, will also be showcased by the Swami Vivekananda Cultural Center on the last day of this Indian Heritage Week. So I thank you very much, and I wish all success to the Indian Heritage Week. Thank you. Namaskar.
Namaskar. I am Mayuri from Assam, residing in Bangkok since last 2 years. I would like to welcome you to this video of Assamese sweet making. In fact, Assam and Thailand shares historical evidence since 12th century. And in recent years also, there are a lot of cultural exchanges. Regarding the culinary, in Assam and Thailand shares a lot of common ingredients in preparing their dishes. Out of those, sticky rice is very significant. Mango sticky rice is a very popular sweet dish in Thailand. Likewise in Assam, we eat steamed sticky rice with jaggery and milk and sometimes yogurt too. Today I am going to prepare two items. One is pitha and another is coconut laddu. So first I'm going to prepare this pitha. The name of the pitha is Khila pitha. In fact, Assamese celebrate their festival, Bihu. Then during Bihu, we prepare a lot of sweet items, and this pitha is one of the prominent item, and which is are many types, and out of those, Khila pitha is very common. Khila is a sports object in Assamese language, and the shape of this khila is semi-sphere. So the nomenclature of this item is by its shape. So for this khila pitha, I will be taking this ingredient, the sticky rice powder, jaggery. This is a fry item, so oil, water. What I did is I melt the jaggery in water and kept it aside so that it's convenient for making the dough. For this dough, I'm taking 1 cup of sticky rice powder that is available in the market. So, and I'll mix the jaggery water slowly into the rice powder. We have to make a smooth dough out of it. The tip is here is we should not put the water together in one go, so that if the dough goes semi-liquid, then it will be difficult to fry and also to give its shape. Dough is getting ready. We should press it slowly so that it becomes smooth and easy to roll. The dough is ready. It's a nice smooth dough. Nice smooth dough. With this dough, we have to make small semi-spheres of khila like this, like that. I have prepared the khila shaped, semi-sphere shaped pitas. Now I'm going to fry. I have heat oil for this for frying. You can take any edible oil for frying these pitas. So the flame should be at medium to sim. Medium sim condition. Oil is hot enough to start frying. So one by one, giving the pitas like this. After a minute of frying, see the pitas, they are changing their colors like brown, light brown, and and its size is growing. And after 2 minutes of frying, this pitha is about ready. So I'm taking them out. See, this is soft pithas. Sweet soft pithas are ready. I'm going to give the next. After 3 minutes, the pithas are fluffy, soft, and brown in color. Within a minute, we will take them out. Ghila pitha is ready to serve. So I hope you will try at home and enjoy. Next item I'm going to prepare is coconut laddu. Here there are only 2 ingredients, coconut and sugar. So for this we take 1 coconut and take the black skin out and grate it in mixie. And now I'm going to prepare the dish. So we have to take 2. We are taking coconut 1, 2, 3, and 3.5 cup of 3 cups of grated coconut, and that's equal amount. So here the measurement is equal amount of sugar and grated coconut. Now we mix it thoroughly. After thoroughly mixed it, I'll put it on a pan. Here I'm putting it in a the tip here is we should use a pan which has that thick bottom. So before putting the gas on, we put the mixture on the pan. Now here we should keep a flame very low. And here, and for making coconut laddus, we have to stir the whole mixture for at least 10 minutes in low flame. 10 minutes of cooking in low flame, the mixture is like this, and we will see how can we see that it's the time to make the laddus. So we will see it like this. If there is some stickiness in between the figures comes, then it is ready to make the laddus. So it will take another at least 2 to 3 minutes to finish it. After 10 minutes of cooking in the slow flame, and mixture is like this. So we need to check whether it is ready to make laddus or not, and we should not over fry it also. So for checking, we take little bit and see that in between these two, if the stickiness comes in between two fingers, then it is ready. This mixture will take at least another 2 minutes to make laddus. After cool it down for a few minutes, it's time to make the laddu shape. Laddu is a round sphere. See how the laddus are going to make. So you can add any flavor and any edible color to it, but I like the color and white color and also the flavor of coconut, so that's why I'm not putting it. Is optional. Coconut laddu is ready. You can try at home and enjoy the taste. So 2 dishes are ready, coconut laddu and khila pitha. So thank you for seeing this video and spending this time with me. So I hope you will like the video and try the items at home and enjoy. Thank you.